You want answers?
What's that going to set up?
We've got to go to work.
It's the Strat Attack Show. But we're always wondering what the next two is.
Holy shnikes, it worked.
That's something I want to know about.
What's your name, scumbag?
Strat Attack Show.
We're on a mission from God.
Here's Rob Smith.
Hello, Rob Smith. This is Smith in the Black, and it's Tuesday. We hop in the urban assault vehicle and see what's going on here. So let's get right to it. We're coming into towards the end of the month, and when things occur always matters. And so what's going on right now is a lot of things are going two up, two down on the week. Right? It's not the end of the world because they're still green on the month, and bringing it back into a doji here on the monthly. But the thing about it is, we're running out of month. And a lot of things setting up the potential Rev Strat September to Remember Death show. But we're not done yet. So far, we held the gap lower, and then we had a morning rally where they tried to bring them back, and it just didn't work. So now this is called a Momo shooter, right? And that's a 2 down, or an inside shooter, right? Where this is red. But right now, all that means is like all these bottom pickers who tried to get in on the opening. Yeah, if they want to get stopped out, they can get stopped out hard right here and have that 2-2 kick in. And if so, we're watching towards the end of the month here. If we go to QQQ, Q's, you hold on to an inside day, I think you're 2 down. Yeah, that's a 2 down. So, and still 2-2 reversal here, right? These two become an outside bar of that. The question is now setting up the shooter month, but a little bit more month left. We'll see how that goes. Dow Jones here holds the gap lower, 2 down on the 2-2 reversal here on the weekly. Small cappers actually went 2 up, so it could be a 2-2-2 reconfirming the 2-2 reversal over here. So we'll see how that goes because when things occur matters because we're setting up for the new month. And for XLE on the winning side, what we're hoping for to have, let me blow this up for you a little bit better, earlier in the month to set up the outside bar 2-3-2 to the upside, right? So we'd have all month to go after it, but it took a while. So, we're coming into the end of the month. So what we can have is a compound 3, which means here, if we start taking 2 and up again next month, we're still working an outside bar, just on a longer time frame to come after this stuff. And it's starting to work. So that's a good thing. That's positive, at least for them. PXD here on the 3-2-2 month. And one of the things we're looking for, too, you hear me say 2-2 on a Tuesday. What does that mean? Well, especially if you don't have to change continuity, because PXD was a 2 down, right? But it already had continuity to the upside, which led us to believe, boom, we're going to go, these guys are going to be coming outside bar of that. 2-2 on a Tuesday, and there's your XLE. Here did the same thing. Pretty much everybody over there, Exxon, nice Rev Strat to the upside. And once again, now taking out some of these monthly highs. Running out of month, we got a crude number coming out in the morning. Chevron here got really tight, 3 months inside of this. And now coming back through here to stop some of these guys out, right? Notice you're 2 down, 2 up on a Tuesday. And so we want to see if this can take out the month here. And that Chevron's going to be above 164.66. Right, so you got a little bit more room on that, but we'll see how that goes, and then we just go down the pipe here. Slob now 3-2-2 on the month on a 2 down, 2 up on a Tuesday where you already had continuity to the upside, and that tells us Halliburton here with the Rev Strat day coming up on that month. We'll see if we can take that, and that tells us OIH. Nice Rev Strat day you got there. 1-2-2 on a Tuesday to go 3-2-2. So energy, your leader again. So it's been a while. Of course, actually, there's another nice inside day to the upside and also inside month to the upside. So we'll keep an eye on that inventory number coming out tomorrow. We had Palo Alto gap up today, and not a lot of month left, which would have been nice. But now inside month to the upside. Holds its gap, 1 bar Rev Strat weaker, 1-3. And holds its gap up, so we'll see how that goes, because that's going to help stuff like CrowdStrike here. And CrowdStrike was 2-2 on a Tuesday, just kind of gapped and sat, and just did nothing. right? And that's okay. That's still what it is. It's still a 2-2 on a Tuesday. So what that does is it sets up the potential Rev Strat week. 1, 2, and this turns into a 3-1-3. So we can watch, the cyber names there. If we go to Tesla's, and Tesla's was in the vid last night talking about that too with the energies 2 down, but didn't really get pounded on Monday. Then 2-2 reversal on the Tuesday to the upside. Here's your inside 60 to the upside. The thing about it is, in general, this month, so either side of this month coming into September is going to get my attention. Is this just a rest before more blasting, or is this the 2-2 reversal back down pounding? A lot of that could come down to the futures, where if we do get these rev strats, on the Dow and a SPY and all that kind of stuff, but we still got a little time to see how they set up. If we go to AXSM, and one of the things we look for is follow through. You have the gap, the follow through on a Monday, and follow through on a Tuesday with the market coming down. Also, it used to be somebody. It's been a lot higher. And you're short-term exhaustion risk because you're just going into these highs. But certainly gets my attention that they're pretty aggressive on this thing. And we can look for more setups, something like this. Here's your inside 60s. They just kind of drifted higher. But, we'll see how that goes. If we go to IPI, it's in the fertilizer. Nice day there, and that triggers this. Here's your inside 60, and here's your 2-2 reversal month. Your 3-2 day, which starts blasting off. So one of the things you look for is like this stuff here. Anybody trading it in here has been so chopped up, they would never touch it up here. That's exactly when you want to touch it. Now it's going, right? And or if it starts coming back through this range, because this is a 3, all right? Then all these guys who got stopped out, they're gone on the short side. So if it starts puking again, all these guys get trapped on the long side. So right now, so good. So far, so good. Mosaic coming up here a little bit. 2 down, 2 up on the month. So continue, keep an eye on that. And FMC was a real nice 2-2 on a Tuesday. 2 down, boom, right in their face. And if that works, potential the outside week here. And kicking in the 2 down, 2 up month, and then just a little bit boring, but driving higher. A lot of things just took off on the opening and then drifted or drifted back. So if you miss things, don't worry about it. There'll be trend days that are a lot easier than others. So if we go to the downside, once again, you can keep an eye on those gappers for another day. ZM, having some trouble, man. Go take these guys out. 79.03. So you got a little bit more on that, because it couldn't muster anything. ZM has been in trouble for a long time. If we go to DOCU, potential Rev Strat month, I'm going to blow that up. We're going to keep an eye on these things as we get closer to the end of the month. Potential Rev Strat month. Last week it already had its 2 up, 2 down reversal into the chop shop. So we're looking to see if we can take all these guys out. Just like the SPY is set up today, you can see this Momo shooter. That's a 2 down shooting star. Boom. Continued on a Tuesday, having some problems with DOCU. If we go to SQ, potentially setting up the Rev Strat month there after the 2-1-2 reversal week last week, right? And then 2 down, slight Momo shooter into the lows of the week. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. If we go to W, another potential Rev Strat week 1-2 shooter, right? And last week was a 3, and back to a previous range. So if you can hold this 3-2 down, W's got some problems below 56.43. Was a 2 up today, but the continuity was right. So real easy to take this out and then take these guys out at 53.13. So then we'll see if it stays down there, what it does. If we go to one of the BXP in the REITs, and you can just see this, it had this meandering range in here, it's stuck. Right, and going towards the lows of the month, right? That's not good. So that's not good. It's exhaustion risk, which is nice, but that tells us to look at VNQ in the REITs. And one of the things we look for, not only the 2-2 on a Tuesday reversal, but the 2-2 continuation. What they do on Monday, they sold these things. What they do today, they sold them again. Right? Is that a problem? It is. It's also setting up Rev Strat month here, and off the 2 up, 2 down week, and a big previous range to come through. So REITs could get interesting here as well. If we go to IAC, Momo shoot, after getting pounded yesterday and going towards the lows of the month. Still kind of a doji on the month, not doing too much, but you can see how things set other things up. And what I mean by that is this is a 2-up week, 2 down reversal last week, and now it's following through and going into the lows, which is exhaustion. But sometimes the sellers continue to step down, especially if the market continues to weaken on the 2-2 weekly reversals. So that's what we're looking for, and also watch the nightly video talking about the energies and all that kind of stuff as well. And if you watch my nightly video, I'd also recommend that you watch the one from the night before you watch the new one, and then go back and review and see what happened. I mean, they're very short. I mean, it's rarely over 3 minutes because we can communicate very quickly, but I think that's a good learning tool for you. So that's going to do it for tonight. All right. That's the Strat Attack show for this week.
You've been listening to the Strat Attack show.
It's over.
That looks like I'm running out of time again.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
And now for something completely different.
Yeah. Did you get that memo?
Go to Billy Baroo. Here's where they're buying.
Oh, behave.
Here's where they're selling.
Oh, righty.
I'd keep an eye on this. Is that a problem? It is.
You just don't turn it off.
I'm Rob Smith.
I hate Illinois Nazis.
I'm Smith in the Black with the Strat Attack.